Hello everybody, it's Boricua Pop, and I'm back to show workflow using a new custom node in ComfyUI that allows you to train LoRa's for Animate Diff. So here is the workflow. I actually just downloaded it from the custom node repo. So it's all set up. You basically input a video file. I'm training using the Animate Diff version 3 models and the adapter LoRa as well. The input video that I used for the training, I actually just down rested to 256 by 256 pixels. And in the settings, you kind of just give it a bit of a prompt of what your training image video is. And then you also just, in the validation settings, just create the prompt that for the animation that you want to generate that will inherit the same animation as your input training video. So I did it for 500 steps, and I found that the best result that I got that was closest to the input video was the 400 steps here. So this one, it looks like the flower is actually exploding. And then after the nodes all the nodes that all come with the custom node, they allow you to save the different LoRa's after each training. Here, I'm actually pausing all the videos, and then I'm going to collapse them, just because I found this also helps save VRAM when you're doing the training. And even though you don't see them, they'll still generate after the steps have been finished in each different part of the training process. Here, I actually just expanded upon the default workflow because Kijai also released new workflow that you can actually do almost like a XYZ plot of the different steps that you trained your video in. And it plots it this way. So on the left side is the input, and then from left to right are the steps. So this is the repo of the Anime Diff motion director. So then here, this is my personal workflow where I used to do Animate Diff with the V3 models, and I'm actually loading the LoRa that I trained at the 400 steps. Yep, right there, and then you kind of pipe it in through the Anim Diff node setup as well, and then here is where you actually plug in your motion LoRa. And here I'm using the 400 step motion LoRa. And then all the settings you can tweak as you like for generating your animate diff animations. And it's great to have the LoRa so you can actually drive the text to animation. So I'm actually just using text prompts to generate the animation. And I'm not even using any control nets. Apart from in my workflow, I have it set up to use the tile control nets to do the upscaling because that's more memory efficient. So here, yeah, this is the default 512 by 512 pixel animation result, and it does match very close to the input video that I use for the training. And then in my workflow, I actually kind of bypassed the animation diff group for doing the upscaling so that it's not recalculating the animation. And since we're using the control net tile, it'll still look similar to the 512 by 512 initial video. But I do upscale it basically 2 times, so from 512 to 1K. And then these are the K sampler settings that I use, and then I also save the images. And then afterwards, I actually put together the upscaled images using the image combine nodes here. And then I do also a bit of interpolation. The initial image or the initial video sequence, I actually output it at 30 frames per second, and I only output 16 frames. But I'm sure you can actually use prompt scheduling and then make the animations longer, and then the explosions will just kind of continue um, to affect the animation. And then this one's the model upscaled Anim Diff animation, and the interpolated one, and this is actually at 2K. And yeah, it looks basically like the training animation explosion. And here's just another test of a rubber ducky in water, just kind of having that exploding animation as well. So yeah, the prompt's a yellow rubber ducky expanding upwards, and then I put it through the upscaling as well here, and it came out pretty cool. It does get a little bit deformed, but the water animation is pretty cool. But as it's exploding, some extra eye pops up to the left and then at the top of his head. And then this one's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, kind of also growing. Um, so yeah, using the motion Lora, I found that the 0.7 value works pretty well. And I'm also multiplying the motion. So it's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man expanding upwards with lots of water around him. And I've been, yeah, for the initial video, I used Euler sampling with 20 steps. And then I have kept also the same upscale settings for the second K sampler. I did change the seeds between all the different generations just to get something different. So this is the 1K upscaled version. And then here's the 4x upscaled, but then I bring it back down to 2K. And initially, the marshmallow kind of starts with some eyes in his belly, but then he kind of explodes and grows into his bigger form. And then, yeah, this is the highest resolution one. The hands, yeah, are not the best, but the transformation is pretty cool. I also uploaded the Lora to my Hugging Face page. So here's where you can download it from. And I also uploaded just the test result that I got. And then I also uploaded my workflow to my Comfy Workflows page. There I have a few other workflows that you can also download, and also on my Open Art page. This one is there, as well as the Turbo workflow that I released a few months ago. And then on my Coffee page as well, you can now download this new Animate Diff workflow Lora. So yeah, if you like the video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.